guys know that baking soda makes your teeth whiter? Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
I just found that out. Also found out that my Coke dealer sells me baking soda. I can't actually afford cocaine. That's a joke. My parents are here. All right. No, I quit my last job because my boss was racist. I worked at this restaurant. He did this thing where like anytime a white woman would come in and make a big scene or be difficult, he would be like, these Karens, am I right, Jason? And I'd be like, yeah, sure, whatever. But then this one time a black woman came in, acted the same exact way, and he started using the word uppity too much. I felt like I had to confront him on that, you know? I was like, hey man, why do you make everything about race? Both those customers were annoying because they're women. Mixed reaction, I like that. It's been hard to find a new job. I'm not very good at interviews. That's my main problem. I think the questions are stupid, you know? I went to this interview, they were like, so Jason, what's your greatest accomplishment? I was like, isn't this a Jamba Juice? Ask you questions. I went to this restaurant, they were like, if we hire you, what will you bring to the table? I was like, food? Right? I don't know. They even ask you questions that you're supposed to lie on. Like, they'll ask you, like, what's your greatest weakness? And you gotta say some shit like, oh man, I work too hard. I'm too focused on details. You can't just go in there and be like, hey man, if I'm already running late, I'm still gonna rub one out. I won't hire you. I don't know, I wrote a lot of porn jokes during the quarantine, and before, whatever. Here's one. I grew up watching porn with very slow Wi-Fi. So now I can't stay hard unless my girlfriend randomly freezes. Like, what are you doing? Don't move, we're buffering. I don't know, my mom doesn't like that joke. She's always like, I can't believe you say that on stage. You had great Wi-Fi. You guys ever try jacking off without you guys ever try jerking off without porn? Have you guys ever tried that? You just end up thinking about life with a dick in your hand? Just like, my ex-girlfriend, I should have been a better guy. Wish I could take it back. I don't know. I didn't go to college. I regret that a lot. Here's what it's like to not go to college. It's me and 3 of my friends smoking weed on my mom's porch while we all slowly become Republican. That's what it's like. It's awful, man. Like, I had a friend, he said something really messed up when he heard that I was a waiter. He was like, oh man, I bet you Chinese and Indian people don't tip very well. And I was like, Sam, that's a horrible thing to say. Plus, it's not true about Chinese people. I switch that punchline if there's more Indians in the crowd. Doesn't matter. I should have switched it. There's more Indians than Chinese people here. Messed up. Oh well.
I don't remember saying that.
No, I don't think there's any reason to be racist if you're a waiter. When I was a waiter, I was kind of ableist though. Like one time this guy with Tourette's came in and I was like, he's not gonna tip me very good. I don't think there's a high-paying job that you can have if you have Tourette's. I think you can only have jobs where it's okay to randomly yell racial slurs. So I guess you could be a police officer. Yeah, that was punching down and then we punched up at the end. That was, whatever. Where was I going with this? One of my friends is an arsonist. He went to jail. I can't believe that's a name for a criminal, because doesn't arsonist sound like something you need to go to trade school to be? Like, I feel like I could put arsonist in my Tinder profile and women would be like, ooh. got that arsonist money, you know? I feel like you could probably be an arsonist's apprentice. Just watch some fucking dude burn shit down all day. I don't know. Does anyone here have a dog? Is there anyone with a... Yeah, I have a dog. It ate several of my mom's antidepressants. That's not good, you know. It's a huge overdose. My dog's only 15 pounds, and my mom is very depressed. So, giant overdose. Turns out that might have caused brain damage in my dog, and that's pretty bad news. But the good news is it's really hard to tell if a dog's retarded, you know? How do you know, really? The smartest dog ever still licks its own asshole. And then tries to kiss you, like, I didn't just see that. You know? It's not alright. I'm very ethnically ambiguous. I feel like my race kind of changes based on, like, what I'm wearing, you know? Like, I feel like True Religion jeans make me look very Mexican, you know? But I feel like the gold chain is more of an Italian vibe on me. Native American headdress makes me look like a racist Italian. I think the Native Americans have probably had it the hardest. You know, like for a while, there's a football team literally called the Redskins. That's not okay. They finally changed it. Thank God. I guess someone finally told the owner that Native Americans have a bad winning record. That joke makes some people uncomfortable. So I want you to know that a Native American wrote it, and then I stole it from him. That's how it happened. Let's talk more about my family. My dad, he's got neuropathy. Have you guys ever heard of that? It's a genetic condition where the nerves in his legs don't work. It sucks, but the good news is there's like an experimental cure that we're thinking about trying. It's really exciting, but I'm kind of nervous. I'm really worried about losing our handicapped parking. I really like using it, you know? It has problems. Like one time I pulled into a handicapped spot and this guy was all like, "Hey, asshole, you don't look handicapped." So then I was all like, "Thank you." I'm sorry. I don't know. My mom had a stroke recently. That was really hard. It was weird. My mom had a stroke in the middle of the night, and my dad woke up just in time to call an ambulance and save her life, which is, it's amazing, you know, because my mom always used to say that nothing could wake my dad up. He's the deepest sleep forever. And I guess she can't say that anymore because she lost her ability to talk. So... is that too dark, or is that's good, right? Solid. That is my first time saying it, so there's a good chance I'm closing with this. We're close to closing. Now, it's weird, when you have a family emergency, people want to help you. They bring, like, food to your house. Like, I had a bunch of neighbors who were like, "Oh, your mom's in the hospital, here's some soup and a casserole." Why is that the family emergency food? No one gets excited about soup. No one. Why can't it be like, "Hey, Jason, I heard your mom had a stroke. Here's a pizza. I ordered it." You know, wouldn't that be nice? If everyone gave me a pizza when my mom was in the hospital, I would push my dad down the stairs. That's what I would do. That's how much I love pizza. That's fucked up. I suffered another family tragedy like 6 months after my mom had a stroke. One of my best friends actually committed suicide. It was one of the toughest things I've ever had to deal with. I remember the day after it happened, my neighbor knocked on the door, And she was like, I'm so sorry, Jason. I have no idea how you are possibly feeling right now. Is there anything I can do to help you? And I said, no, that's okay. I'm actually still working on the stroke casserole. So, all right, I'm going to close on that. Thank you very much.